Brace yourself because the Duchess who swore she'd never be muted is about to watch her noisiest threat crumble into background chatter, and the palace aides she once tried to bulldoze are quietly emerging as the true heroes. Proof that hard evidence still outguns headline theatrics every single time. 5 years have passed since Meghan and Harry's glossy Netflix confessionals, their very public Spotify breakup, and a hardcover bestseller that read like royal fan fiction, yet the lightning rod from Montecito keeps dangling teasers of a mythical dossier she insists would bring the monarchy to its knees. Experts are calling bluff, fans are yawning, and even once sympathetic media execs are hedging their bets because promises without receipts age like unrefrigerated milk. So what is this phantom file? Why hasn't it surfaced? And how did the public pivot from cheering a princess in peril to swiping left on Sussex cliffhangers? You're about to find out. Plus, a dopamine hack hidden in all this royal drama that can salvage your own rep before it flatlines. Flashback rehooked to March 2021. And that blockbuster Oprah interview which lured 15 million viewers with breathless trailers hinting at institutional racism behind palace gates. Headlines exploded. Streaming servers groaned. But when the special finally aired, the supposed bombshell boiled down to an unnamed royal, allegedly voicing worry over baby Archie's skin tone. That prejudice would be disgusting if the full context confirmed it, yet even Oprah looked stunned by how little detail her guests supplied. Audience retention collapsed after the first commercial break, signaling viewers sensed more smoke than fire. By the time credits rolled, fact-checkers were scratching heads, and Sussex-friendly journalists were scrambling for clarifications that never came. That gap soon widened into a moat. Enter veteran Times reporter Valentine Lowe, whose 2022 book Courtiers revealed an earlier scene straight out of Succession. According to Lowe, Meghan told Kensington Palace aides in 2018 that she was drafting a contingency memoir packed with emails, first-hand notes, and briefing papers. Insurance should the firm try to muzzle her. Imagine a first-week hire threatening the CEO with a tell-all spreadsheet. That isn't empowerment, it's workplace hostage-taking. The aides she allegedly menaced are now the muted heroes of this saga. Ordinary civil servants who kept their heads down, documented everything, and trusted process over press. Consumer psychology now takes center stage. Scarcity and suspense are marketing's evil twins. Apple hides product leaks, stages a reveal, triggers FOMO, then ships an iPhone. Meghan keeps promising the cinematic equivalent of vaporware. Anticipation releases dopamine, but a chain of broken loops spikes cortisol instead. Stress, irritation, distrust. YouGov's May 2025 tracker shows 27% of Britons hold a positive view of Prince Harry and a record low 20% for Meghan, while negative sentiment tops 65%. Public patience has snapped. Maybe you argue the dossier truly exists and is so thermonuclear that publishing it would breach the Official Secrets Act or derail King Charles's cancer recovery. Let's weigh incentives. Release genuine wrongdoing and you win a Pulitzer-level moral victory, but permanently scorch any chance of reconciliation, brand deals with British luxury houses, and maybe your children's inheritance. Keep hinting, however, and you milk the attention cycle while preserving optionality. It's Schrodinger's bombshell, alive enough to scare the firm, dead enough to dodge libel court. Here comes the mid-video twist. What if the real bombshell isn't a Word doc but data? Thousands of WhatsApp chats showing Meghan scripting the very narrative she later condemned. Former aides told The Times the Duchess archived every phone backup, and lawyers subpoenaed those backups during her 2021 mail on Sunday privacy trial. Court filings accidentally revealed she had coached friends on talking points for that gushy People magazine profile and had forgotten prior briefings when testifying. The presiding judge publicly scolded her for memory lapses, turning cross-examination into a credibility car crash. Pattern interrupt because you deserve one. Picture Game of Thrones without dragons, just press releases and cease and desist letters. Welcome to Sussex Drama Season 4. Even streaming giants are over it. Netflix, which tossed the couple a rumored $100 million bag, quietly shelved future royal-centric pitches after internal data showed the docuseries shed 72% of its Week 1 audience by day 15. Spotify axed a second season faster than you can say Archetypes 2, Electric Boogaloo. Without corporate megaphones, Meghan's threats echo only inside platforms she controls. Instagram, maybe TikTok, and algorithms don't reward a cliffhanger after round 20. Time for the expert playbook. Rule 1. Time-stamped evidence beats anecdote. Rule 2. Specifics beat adjectives. Rule 3. Partial leaks erode full leaks. Oversell stage 1 and you deflate stage 2. Meghan blew through the entire rulebook. Instead of producing the alleged skin tone email, she offered Oprah a memory. She deployed adjectives like concerns and conversations without naming a single participant. Later, she trickled cherry-picked texts that raised more questions than they answered, confirming the suspicion that her bombshell is more balloon than grenade. Fresh rehook for personal relevance. Storytelling capital is finite. Spend it wisely. Every time you ask friends to indulge yet another crisis, you draw from a sympathy account. Overdraw it, and they hit mute sooner than King Charles declines a photo op with Netflix cruise. Google Trends illustrates the attrition. Searches for Meghan Markle bombshell skyrocketed in March 2021, but by July 2025 had cratered 92%. Pundits call this narrative fatigue, but the Palisades, the heroes in this script, prefer accountability achieved. Where does Meghan go from here? 3 forks in the Montecito driveway. Path 1: inoculation. Admit exaggeration, release genuine documents with full context, apologize for gaps, and rebuild trust the way a breached tech firm discloses a hack. Painful, but viable. Path 2: perpetual tease. Convert secrecy into a subscription model or memoir trilogy. Drip intrigue like a soap opera. That risks Meghan becoming the QAnon of royal gossip, a fandom forever waiting for the drop that never lands. Path 3: exit strategy, pivot to philanthropy, leverage Hollywood contacts for scripted content unrelated to royals, and let the bombshell myth die quietly. Odds are as murky as Montecito's coastal fog. Let's widen the frame. We all harbor private bombshells. Family feuds, workplace injustices, messy breakups. The Sussex saga is a cautionary masterclass in how not to share sensitive intel. Oversell, then underdeliver, and people label you a chronic complainer. Undersell, then overdeliver, and they call you a whistleblowing hero. Remember Daniel Ellsberg, Aaron Brockovich, Frances Haugen, each released troves of documents, timelines, and corroborating witnesses in one decisive blast, then stepped back and let evidence carry the day. Media economics add another layer. Outrage drives clicks, but only if refreshed with genuine new facts. Harry and Meghan drew 500 million viewing minutes opening week, overtaking The Crown. By week 3, it vanished from Netflix's top 10 as curiosity-driven subscribers canceled. Analysts dubbed that flash churn, an enemy metric for streamers whose bonuses hinge on retention. No exec wants a sequel that hemorrhages viewers faster than live tweet snark. Cue the quiet pivot. Royal projects now require hero vs villain arcs that actually resolve. Meanwhile, insiders whisper that Meghan's next venture is a digital empowerment hub, blending e-commerce, content, and charitable transparency dashboards. If that launches alongside another royal truth bomb teaser, cynicism will dwarf curiosity. Conversely, if she drops ledger-style P&L statements and real-time charity impact metrics, a redemption arc becomes plausible. Pop culture isn't allergic to comebacks. It just demands confession plus action. Ask Robert Downey Jr. or Britney Spears. Now, to productivity psychology, because drama drip lives at that crossroads. Bombshell teasing is like drafting a resignation email, but never hitting send. It clogs working memory. The Zeigarnik effect shows unfinished tasks occupy more neural real estate than completed ones. Meghan's perpetual cliffhanger traps her brand in a Zeigarnik loop profitable for bursty headlines, yet corrosive for trust equity. Picture Apple previewing the iPhone 21 Ultra every September, but still shipping the 12. The audience would revolt. And let's not forget the quiet cohort of unsung palace staffers, assistants, private secretaries, and protection officers who kept detailed contemporaneous notes each time they felt bullied, not because they wanted future press clippings, but because HR protocol demanded it. Those notes sat in encrypted SharePoint folders for years, corroborated by timestamps, witness signatures, and supporting CCTV logs. When the bullying allegations finally leaked in 2021, the same staff refused huge tabloid fees to spill gossip. Instead, they forwarded documentation to the palace's private solicitors and waited for due process. Under pressure from both sides, they have said almost nothing in public, yet industry insiders credit their quiet diligence with stopping fabricated narratives before they snowballed. If heroism is measured by restraint under fire, these aides wear the cape. Ethically, it gets uglier. Unnamed allegations cause collateral damage. Journalists spent 3 years speculating which royal asked about Archie's skin tone, dragging Prince Philip, Princess Anne, and even Princess Charlotte, age 6, through trending hashtags. None could respond. Protocol gagged them. In tort law, that gray zone injury is called the penumbra effect, where vague claims cloud innocence by implication. A responsible whistleblower anonymizes data to protect the innocent while convicting the guilty. Before we land this plane, here's a quick life hack. The next time you feel tempted to tease a secret for engagement, open a document and assemble your proof first. If you can't produce 3 independent confirmations and 1 primary source, kill the teaser or refine it until you can. Truth is like a crypto key. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Now spend 60 seconds listing 1 promise you've made publicly but kept dangling. Set a delivery date, choose an accountability partner, and announce your deadline. Congratulations! You just vaccinated yourself against Meghan syndrome. Remember, bombshells are rarely about justice. They're leverage in status games. If you hold real receipts, your best shot at change is decisive evidence-rich disclosure, not breadcrumb suspense. Audiences crave truth, not trailers. As Meghan's mythical files float from menace to meme, look inward and ask which trailers you're showing your own circle without a movie ready to screen. Release or revise, but stop endlessly teasing. Meghan aimed to destroy the monarchy, but ultimately destroyed herself.